Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, and I have quite a bit of things to talk about, so sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I just want to ask if you guys could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and you guys have no idea how much it truly does help, and it only takes a couple seconds, so I do greatly appreciate it. Now, with all of that in mind, we are seeing some movement across the board, especially even in terms of Bitcoin. So a lot of the market has been fluctuating a little bit here and there. Don't worry, this will update here shortly. Coin market cap is a little bit slow, but we did hit about 50.9K just right now currently. Volume is up about 10.39%, which is significant for Bitcoin. And the overall market is doing pretty much exactly what I've been expecting it to do. Bitcoin is surging a little bit, while Bitcoin dominance is also having a little bit of a reversal off of the 40% pretty much support zone. And now is the time to really kind of watch a lot of altcoins, especially even XRP, because we do see XRP breaking over $1. It is up significantly, and a lot of the volume on a lot of these altcoins, as it will update here shortly, is up significantly because altcoins are the main show right now. We do see XRP's volume is up about 16.36%, and right now coin market cap is a little bit behind in terms of these prices, or I should say it's wrong in terms of these prices, because we have been seeing a little bit more movement on XRP as we do. I could actually zoom in here real quick. So the last couple days, I've been talking to you guys about the volume, and honestly, the volume on XRP right now is extremely good. We're over that. Well, we broke over that $5 support zone, but we couldn't grasp it just yet. I believe that we will once we do pretty much gain the $5 support zone. I think that is telling us that we are in a clear for the next major move. And of course, Bitcoin, it did not hit my targets just yet. I'm still waiting for 53.5K to about 56K to be reclaimed on Bitcoin for me to flip extremely bullish. Right now, yeah, I'm a little bit bullish, to be completely honest with you guys. Now, the RSI showing immense strength on XRP. We do see us surging in terms of the RSI. We are sitting at currently 63 now. So that's actually very good. Now, I will say this. Once the RSI is up here in the 80 to 90 and even almost the 100 range, proceed with caution. That's where we do see pullback. So, definitely watch the RSI closely as we do range up into these levels up here, similar to what we did back in August, as you guys do see here. And of course, in terms of a lot of the RSI, it's a tell sign to really kind of tell you how strong an asset is. Right now, XRP is not oversold and it's not overbought. It's actually fairly good. It's in the good range that we want to be in. So, right now, XRP showing a ton of strength, especially even on its Bitcoin price chart. As you guys know, the Bitcoin price chart has always been a key sign for me to really kind of continue to watch for. We are over the 70 RSI, which is a little bit, it's almost in, the deep waters, but overall, we are still looking pretty good. We are almost testing that resistance point up here at about 2113 sats, and I'm really waiting for us to reclaim this level up here. I told you guys this is a key level, so watch for that reclamation on the Bitcoin price chart. Now, with all this in mind, okay, I've been talking to you guys about a lot of stuff. So yesterday I showed you this, the rich list, right? And this is coming from BlackBerry XRP. Now, this was yesterday, so this was pretty much around the same time that I posted yesterday, and I was talking to you guys about how we're seeing surging amounts of XRP pretty much being loaded up in these top-tier accounts, and guys, this did not slow down. We're seeing a massive amount of accumulation, a ton of it actually happening within the top 0.1 to like about 0.5% of holders. Now, I just want you guys to see this and compare the numbers. So yesterday, we had about 450,000 XRP for the top 0.1%. Today, it's only up about 1,000, which is nothing too crazy, but we are still seeing accumulation happening. 250,000, we're seeing about the same amount there, and of course we do see 110,000, we see 111,000 there, 58.7K, we're seeing 59.7K, so some of these lower accounts are actually accumulating a lot more. We do see 27.2K, we're seeing 27.7K, and you guys can pretty much see and compare those. But overall, People are asking, why are the top, tier accounts dumping? In my mind, they're not really dumping too much. Like, this is a move of nearly like 2 million almost, from literally October to now. So that's not too crazy, realistically speaking. And of course, when we're talking about what's happening with a lot of these accounts, we've been seeing a ton of whale volume flowing through XRP. You guys could go check it out on it's Whale Alert. So if you guys want to go check out Whale Alert on Twitter, you guys can, and you can pretty much see those insights. XRP has been dominating right now in terms of massive accumulation and volume. A lot of altcoins are actually doing that as well. On the 24-hour, we could pretty much see that. We're seeing altcoins up 20%, 16%, 15%, all this, crazy amount of volume flowing into alts right now as individuals are getting bullish. I would proceed with caution though, because listen, although these movements are very good, I always like to prepare for two instances. Right now, could we be in a bull trap? 100%. We could be. Just proceed with caution until those numbers on Bitcoin are met, which is about the 53.5K. So this is an extreme warning to those out there who are, getting a little bit excited, getting a little bit bullish. Just prepare for what's, for anything that could happen. We could go to the moon, or we could have a pullback. Now, we also see here, nothing to see here, a newsletter from Digital Pound Foundation with XRP and QNT. Now, I've been talking to you guys a little bit about this, and I've been discussing to you guys how big these newsletters are in terms of, giving us those insights on how these assets are going to be utilized. But we do see here, we now need to build the team and expand our membership community. Membership provides the foundation upon which the Digital Pound Foundation will be successful, and it's so fundamental that we get our membership strategy right. As our top priority, this is work in progress, and we will keep you informed. So please watch this space for details of membership opportunities for both individuals and organizations. And of course, they're saying that they made great progress in 2021, and we are excited to continue our journey in 2022, and thank you in advance for your ongoing support. Now, with all of this in mind, okay, we talk more so about the retail, wholesale CBDCs and stuff like that. We know that they're coming. We know CBDCs are on the rise. And when we're talking more so about this, we see here, we will seek to demonstrate how new forms of digital money could work and the benefits that they can deliver. We will achieve this through the identification of relevant and relatable use cases and development of technology sandbox environments to bring these to life. So overall, when we're talking about what's happening, we're seeing digitization, which we know it has been on the rise. And all of these newsletters, these stuff, like all of this stuff that happens, first off, this is a clear sign to me that when we're talking more so about XRP and we're talking about QNT, we're talking about all of these other, assets in this space, there's enough food for all of them to eat. It's not going to just be one asset. Now, I will say this, with everything that has been unfolding, with the amount of accumulation that's happening, with the volume that's flowing into XRP, let's talk about some price targets. So, we do see here, if history repeats, we will see a $600 XRP by the end of 2022. Now, I'm just going to say it right now. Okay, I'm not expecting $600. I'm not even expecting, $50 to $100. I'm more so expecting this Moonshot 1 target, this 10 to 13, but I'm more so on like 10 to 15. I think that we could stretch it a little bit. Also, I'm just saying right now, if we do get some bullish news and if we do go a little bit bullish on Bitcoin in terms of like 100K plus, which I've discussed, is probably going to happen, especially if we have an extended bull run, we could see XRP peak above the $20 range and have a similar market cap to Bitcoin. And I know a lot of people will say that's absolutely crazy. But honestly, if you look at it in the past, if we go back to 2017 and 2018, which I discussed, greatly, especially within my videos going all the way back to like, I want to say like September, around like October-ish. But when we're talking more so about this time back here, these major impulses, like this massive price appreciation from like 20 cents to like $3.84 on some exchanges, just to give you guys that quick note, this happened without any major banks and major, partnerships or anything like that. We have clear validation on how big XRP is actually going to become. We've seen, and just from Brad Garlinghouse himself, by the way, he's confirming this, right? He's seeing that, this year alone, we've had new ODL corridors like Japan and UAE, and our CBDC solution built on private version of the public XRP ledger, partnering with Bhutan and Palau. All of this growth came from outside the U.S. for obvious reasons. Of course, he's talking about the SEC lawsuit. But they're also talking more so about how massive the ODL demand has been, how massive the growth has been. And of course, this is more so talking about the SEC lawsuit, and I do suspect that we will see a settlement happen probably in 2022. And just so you guys know, if we do see a settlement, yes, I could see $50 to $100. But for right now, I am more so focused on the idea that when we go back to 2017 and 2018, there wasn't much going on here for XRP. Like, there was a lot of speculation. There was a few things that were kind of bullish, but overall, the ammo has been getting loaded, and there has been no shots fired right now in terms of massive price appreciation for XRP, with how many updates have been pushed and how many, confirmations have been pushed in terms of XRP working with, or I should say Ripple, working with massive companies, massive governments, everything, utilizing Ripple net technology that is utilizing XRP, and we're still at these ranges here that if you zoom out and go back to 2017 and 2018, you could tell that there's some fireworks still yet to happen for XRP. And that's why I do think that a lot of these targets here, like this $55 to $60 range, that could happen if we do get a settlement. I don't think that $500 to $600 should be in anybody's, sort of hopium bull just right now. But I will say this, in terms of XRP's price, right now currently, I do think that we should have been at $10 already. And, I think that if we were at $10 already, yeah, we could be looking at like a $50 to $100 XRP this bull run. But again, we are still at around $1. I think that 10 to like 25-ish is still a fairly good point. But of course, have your own exit plan set up and have your own plan in general. Now, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about the Bitcoin XRP price chart. So, first small steps, then big steps. This is going to be massive. I just want you guys to understand that this major breakout here is actually a clear sign to me that we are ranging to have the next major moves for XRP being met. Of course, we have a lot of room still left to go, but we have also been seeing so much unfold. It's absolutely ridiculous, to say the least, that when we're talking about XRP and we're talking about these major breakouts that are happening, first off, the XRP Bitcoin price chart right now, like, I'm not going to tell you guys, like, get extremely bullish right now. I'm not going to do that to you guys, but I will say this. Prepare yourselves for the next major moves on XRP and the next major moves on all altcoins as well, if you guys are diversified. Because a lot of these breakout events, okay, I don't really, let's just move everything off the screen real quick. I don't need to tell you guys how bullish this event will be once we reclaim those levels, going all the way back to even the 2017-2018 bull run. I mean, look at this Bitcoin price chart. I mean, zoom out on it and actually look here. We are at bare minimum levels. We're at the levels that we were at in terms of 2017 and 2008. We're going all the way back to like March of 2017. And we're actually at around the December timeline for 2017 before the massive spikes on the Bitcoin price chart happened in 2018 that led us to the all-time high. So, I am getting very bullish. Now, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about this as well. So when that XRP ODL switch flips, here's another loaded channel. Swiss root RippleNet adapter with IBIS, 1 billion monthly transactions. This is absolutely ridiculous. Shout out to Crypto Area here. But when we're talking about this, a lot of these major companies are fairly large. When we're talking about how big these companies are, so like IBIS is actually a fairly large, overall company. And when we're talking about the transactions a month, transactions a year, all of this, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous in terms of how much money is going to be flowed over the RippleNet, technology. And of course, you see your monthly non-compliance payments stopped, 150 plus, but 1 billion number of monthly transactions. Okay, so when we're streamlining these payments and we're streamlining how big these payments will become, first off, scalability is going to provide a ton of more scale for a lot of these payments. Like 1 billion a month, yeah, that's big, but what if we could do 10 billion a month? We also see here we have almost 2 decades of experience. We serve over 40 financial institutions and corporates throughout the Caribbean and Latin America. Also, I just want you guys to understand that the Caribbean has been focused on CBDCs, so pay attention to that. Now, with all of this in mind, when we're talking about how big this company will actually become, their client base is fairly large, and they are continuously growing their footprint, and they have massive connections to major payment infrastructures And I think that when we're talking about RippleNet, I think that they are a perfect, partner for them. And you guys could pretty much see this on their website. This is pretty much the overall screenshot that Crypto Area has here. And yeah, I mean, this is no joke. Like, understand how big these payment gateways are going to be. Understand that when we're talking about ISO 222, it's going to definitely, spark the next major, move. And of course, we do see here Ripple and Swift. Look at Ripple. Look at all the banks, right? So this is why I do think that we're not going to replace Swift, but we will grasp a large percentage of Swift's volume. Maybe we'll, at some point in time, gain all of it. Also, we do see Finastra being mentioned here. So that's pretty big. Now, in terms of this, Swift is doing $27 trillion, a year. So, or I shouldn't say that. Okay, they're doing $5 trillion a day in terms of payments. The Nostro accounts have $27 trillion in them. That's massive. Okay, so when we're talking about Ripple at scale, let's go back to this little hopium chart here. $500 to $600 XRP, that could come to fruition in the future. But I'm not going to get bullish and say that this is going to happen this year or anything like that. No, I'm not going to do that. But I will say this, definitely pay attention to the Bitcoin price chart for XRP. I do think on the daily range, we are looking very good with a ton of volume, a ton of strength on the RSI. And we are very close to our breakout point. And we almost hit it, but we hit a little bit of resistance, which is totally fine and expect it because we are still waiting for Bitcoin to validate that next major move. But I will say this, yes, things are looking very juicy right now. So with all of that in mind, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this video. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.